Welcome back. As we promised, we are going to cover together the important meeting of yesterday. President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi received the golden medalists of Egypt in the African Games, the athletes and the coaches who did it and who raised the Egyptian flag in the African Games on their way to book their tickets to Paris 2024 to the coming Olympic Games, as Egypt is going to participate in the Olympic Games with the largest or biggest ever delegation, more than 150 athletes in different games and sports. To shed more light on the event and of the reception of the president to the athletes, we are very much delighted to have with us via phone the Secretary General of our NOC, or the National Olympic Committee, and in the same time the head of the Egyptian Federation of Modern Pentathlon, Engineer Sherif Erian. Thank you very much for being with us, sir, and a very good morning.
Thank you, Nermeen. It's my pleasure.
Sir, let's start immediately with the meeting of yesterday. How was it? Because everyone who looked at the meeting or who listened to the president speaking to the athletes, it seemed that it was a father-son's relation, or a very, let's say, cozy meeting in which he really thanked them from his heart on behalf of the nation for what they have achieved.
It was a great honor yesterday to be in this celebration. More than 100 athletes from Egypt met with our president, President Sisi. This is not something new for us. It has happened since 2004 multiple times. With every great achievement in sports, we are honored by going to the presidential palace and meeting the president. We have a very fatherly talk with him about sports, about what we are trying to do, what are the hopes of Egypt in the next Olympic Games. He was very frank with us. He told us that he is proud of his children. All the Egyptians are proud, and thanking the athletes, the coaches, the admin for the achievement of the All-African Games. We had more than 100, but actually 102 gold medals. Not another country in Africa was even near to us. It was a great achievement. Told us that he knows that the Olympics is totally different. It's the whole world. It's a much stronger event. It's every 4 years. But he has confidence in our athletes that they will do their best. He urged us to do our best, not putting pressure on our athletes, asking them that fair play is more important than the medal itself.
Yeah.
The image of Egypt is very important. We are all representing Egypt and the Egyptians. We have to be at our best behavior, our best attitude. We are showing that Egypt is a great country, is a big country.
Very civilized country, to be shown in their ethics and values and way to deal with people. Also, the president was keen to tell the athletes, would you please, on behalf of the whole nation and on behalf of me, thank your families, because your family's role is not less important at all than your role in representing Egypt in the best way ever. How do you see these words and mentioning the families of the athletes, Engineer Sherif?
This is very important. Families are sacrificing a lot for their children, doing everything they can, whether it's monitoring their sleep, their attitude, their behavior, their food, their nutrition, which is very important.
Yeah.
Nutrition and recovery are one of the most important things for an athlete to, at this level, at this elite level. So they are a true part of our success. Without them, we cannot have it done. Not only that, also the clubs, the army. There are a lot of players who represent the army. We are all together in this. The Ministry of Sport has put a lot of investment in the national team. The federations have done all what they can in preparing and getting their athletes ready. The Olympic Committee of Egypt is doing everything they can for this delegation to have a smooth transition into the Olympic Village and in the traveling arrangements. We hope that this year we can break the record done in Tokyo 2020, which was 6 Olympic medals. If we can break this, this is the only target that's missing for us for this period of time. As you said before, we are the biggest delegation ever. We are 148 athletes, women and men, plus 16 reserve players.
Yeah.
Biggest delegation ever for Egypt. We have qualified in 22 sports out of only 28 sports that Egypt has. out of 32 Olympic sports. So it's a huge number. The biggest delegation in Africa, the biggest delegation in the Arab world. The only missing target is to break the record.
And we do have numbers which were broken. I mean, I think it's going to be the first time to have a table tennis player participating in the Olympic Games for 4 times. It's Dina Sherif. First time to have a boxer, Yumna Ayad. Another of the wrestlers is going to be also a new figure. I think we do have a lot of new faces, a lot of numbers which were broken. I think also our artistic swimmers, their captain Nihal, who is 27, also she is going to break her record to be the first to participate more than once, I think 3 also or 4 times. We do have a lot of records and a lot of numbers, as I said, if you want to elaborate on that too.
Every federation has its own target.
Yeah.
So some federations are not going for medals, they're going to break their own achievements, whether it's just winning 1 match in the Olympic Games that's never happened before, or in the sports that are time-oriented, like athletics, like swimming, breaking their own records, which are probably the African records for the game. As you said, we have a big delegation. We have 2 very youngsters. The 2 youngest players are going to be coming from fencing in the team event, a boy and a girl, who are just 15 and 16 years old. As you said, we have everyone's going for his own target, okay, which is great. Everyone has to know that not everyone will be successful. This is normal. This is sport.
Sure.
So I urge the media, I urge the Egyptian population to stand behind our athletes. They all deserve that. But when we talk numbers, we have only 12 or 13 athletes who are capable of reaching the podium out of the 148.
We are behind our athletes, and we are going to continue following up all their successes on the Arab, African, and international arenas. If you permit me, sir, I'd like to return back to the meeting of yesterday and to know the reaction of the athletes. I know that you are all the time in direct relation and in direct contact with our athletes. How was the impact? How was their reaction? I mean, I know it's such a push to them to achieve more efforts and to be able to do, I'm not going to say miracles, but to represent Egypt in the best way. Tell me, how was it after they met with the president?
The players were very happy. The players are proud to meet their president. As you have seen, the social media just exploded with their pictures with the president. So it's a milestone for a lot of our athletes. They promised the president that they will give it all what they have, and I'm sure they will. As you said, it's a milestone. It's like saying we're going to give so much money if you get this medal. It's a big reward. Okay, it's also a big reward to meet the president of your country.
Sure. Sir, I should seize the opportunity, since I do have you via phone, and to speak to the other hat you were wearing as the president of the Egyptian Federation of Modern Pentathlon. Then it's Ahmed El-Gindi, it's Muhannad, it's Malak,
and Salma Ayman.
And Salma. 4.
Yeah. We have qualified with the maximum possible qualification for any country in modern pentathlon.
Yeah.
Only 4 or 5 countries have qualified with this maximum quota, which is 2 boys, 2 girls.
By the way, this was my question. I think it was one of the most difficult decisions, because many of our modern pentathletes, they really deserve to compete in the Olympic Games.
Can you imagine that we have qualified with all our 4 boys to the Olympic Games? They have all totally qualified. But the Egyptian Federation had to choose which to participate and which 2 are not going to participate. We have qualified with Ahmed El-Gindi through the African Games and through the Olympic ranking. We have qualified through Muhannad Shaban, through winning the World Cup final, and through coming 3rd in the World Championship.
Yes.
We have qualified through Mu'taz Wael and Muhammad El-Gindi through the Olympic ranking. So we had 4 players who are qualified, but we were very fair between them all. We have decided the criteria 3 years ago. We stuck by this criteria, and this criteria gave us at the end that the top of those players is Ahmed Al-Gindi and Mohanad Shaban. So they are the ones who are going. Although when we took the decision, they were injured. Both of them have serious injuries, but we have overcome those injuries. They are ready now. They are in international camps. Ahmed Al-Gindi is traveling today to Hungary. Mohanad Shaban has arrived yesterday to the UK. We are catering every athlete with their needs. So it doesn't have to be the same. The needs of Ahmed are very different from the needs of Mohanad. Everyone has his own team and practicing where it's needed according to the Egyptian Federation. Salma and Malak are here in Egypt, and we took a serious decision of not sending them to a camp abroad because we have to raise the bar a little with running, especially running, and some issues with fencing that we need to fix. So we decided to do it here. I would like to thank, of course, the Ministry of Youth and Sport for all their support, but I would like to thank also the Egyptian Fencing Federation because they have loaned us their top fencers who are not going to the Olympics to help raise the fencing of our athletes. So I thank them for that.
We do have Ahmed and Mohammed in modern pentathlon and Ahmed and Mohammed in fencing, and they are all brothers here and there. In addition, of course, to Ziad Al-Sisi, we do have a number of role models, and I hope that they are going, inshallah, to return back with medals this time. And by the way, inshallah, I expect that in 2028, Farida Khalil, or Farida Mohammed, I don't know how you name her, is going to be also one of our stars. And I was also very happy to know that who is going to carry, or the flag bearers are going to be Sarah Samir and Ahmed Gindi, our medalists, inshallah, to be such a good omen for all our players. And we are going to follow all the achievements minute by minute throughout the Olympic Games. Engineer Sherif Erian, the Secretary General of our NOC, or the National Olympic Committee, and the President of the Modern Pentathlon Federation, thank you very much for your input, sir. Best of luck to all our athletes, and we are going to return back with another main segment of our breakfast show right after the short break.